So we're back at it here, and it's back to work. Is it easier at this time of the year? Maybe you saw a little of this in New York City when it's a business trip for the guys instead of having their families and that sort of thing in town. Do you buy any of that, or do you think that's just a little bit of sports mythology?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I've been around the game long enough to have an opinion on that and be short-sighted. Obviously, you want to break up the monotony of the road trips, and when you get to have highlights and visit people, or people come see you, that obviously takes away the monotony of a 82-game schedule. But I think when you're just with your team and it's business-like, then it's obviously I think the expectation would be that you would play better.
So you just played arguably the best team in the league, and tonight you're playing a team that's had some challenges. That said, they did beat the Oilers earlier this season. What do you do to ensure that it's about the game you bring and not the opposition that you're facing?
Well, I think San Jose has been, almost playing, or maybe playing 500 hockey after their start. I think they lost their first 13, 14 games. Since then, it's been a much better hockey team. And, I think right now it's about us finding our game early. We're just coming off the break. We can't complicate things, especially, we've been on the ice a couple times, but we haven't played for almost a week. We got to make sure that we're simplifying our game and, executing well.
Speaking of that break, it came off the last one where you had that little impromptu 5-day bye, so to speak, and you came out flying. Is that a bit of a trial run for this in terms of that's less of a concern because they came ready to play last time?
Yeah, no, I think that week we had a lot of 3 really good practices. I think we had two days off where the guys got to rest and take some time off. We had a heavy schedule there coming off the East Coast trip. And then, it was my opportunity to work on some things with the team and implement some systems and ideas that I wanted to do. But I think it was also guys getting sick of practices and getting ready to play games because, it's just that's much what they want to be doing. They want to be playing hockey games. And, after that break, we did play some really good hockey. Hopefully we can reset. And, we are coming off a little bit of a winning streak, 2 big games, third period comebacks. Hopefully we can refine that magic.
And you led me right into my final question would be kind of the manner in which you win. Are those worth, even though they're not worth 1.5 in the standings, do they have some carryover effect sometimes or lessons within the game that you can lean on later in the year?
I definitely think lessons within the game. And, going back, and I've mentioned this, the game against Winnipeg, where I thought we played a really good game. We stuck with it and came and won that game in the third period. Same thing against New Jersey, New York, where, I thought different types of games, especially against the New York, the Rangers game, where I don't think we started well. I think we built a game, especially in the second periods, got a little ozone time. But we don't have to change anything. When things aren't going well, we just have to get back to doing things that we're doing well. And I think, especially in the New Jersey game, where we had the abundance of goals in that short period of time, gives the guys hope that, all right, we just have to simplify and get play the way we can, and we don't have to change very much.
Kris, in your mind, do you feel like Ryan McLeod is doing anything differently that's attributing to this offensive success as of late?
Well, I think he's doing a really good job on checking. I think he's always done a pretty good job on that, and you can look at the analytics on how much time he spends in the offensive zone instead of the defensive zone. So I think that's always been part of his game. But I really like the one-on-one battles that he's been winning, and he's been contributing offensively, scoring some goals and some important goals, not goals there. It's a 6-goal in a 6-1 game or anything like that. They're coming at a cost or at important times, and then also just getting rewarded with going to the net. And I see in him doing that, and it doesn't matter what player you are, no matter how good you are at scoring goals. You look at Ovechkin, and there's a few guys that can score on the perimeter with one-timing shots, but ultimately even those goal scorers, score their goals mostly around the net. So it doesn't matter who you are; it's important that you go there.
When you have players like Ryan McLeod and Warren Foegele playing with Leon Draisaitl, what's the messaging like in terms of make a play if you have it, but also maybe give the puck to one of the best players in the world? What does that balance look like in terms of communication?
Yeah, they know the situation. They know who they're playing with. They know who they're going to give the puck to. And, the best playmakers know that when they're playing with goal scorers, they know where they're going to be and where they're going to pass the puck. Those guys, too, they know they need to create turnovers. They got to be hard on the forecheck to get the puck and ultimately get to Leon and, get in a position to score goals, whether that's at the net or in the slot or whatever it is. But, I think they've been doing a pretty good job. And sometimes guys get a little nervous and they overthink it. And then they making plays they shouldn't because they feel so much pressure on getting the puck. So there's a fine balance, and I think they've been doing a good job of that right now.